Welcome once again to Breakfast Central. Now, straight into our top stories. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has extended its ongoing industrial action by another 4 weeks, saying it would give the federal government more time to meet its demands. The union took the decision at the end of its National Executive Council meeting at its National Secretariat in Abuja on Sunday. The strike entered its 168th day yesterday.
In a statement issued by its president, Professor Emmanuel Oshodeke, the union stated, quote, open, following extensive deliberations and taking cognizance of government's past failures to abide by its own timelines in addressing issues raised in the 2020 FGN/ASUU Memorandum of Action MOA, NEC resolved that the strike be rolled over for 4 weeks to give government more time to satisfactorily resolve all the outstanding issues, quote, close. Now let's look at some facts about the current industrial action. We know that ASUU has been on strike since February 14, 2022. ASUU extends strike by another 4 weeks. President Buhari gave 2 weeks ultimatum to resolve the strike action, and the ultimatum ended today. We also know that 4 university unions are on strike: ASUU, NASU, SANU, and NAAT. And ASUU claimed the strike was extended because the government did not honor the memorandum of action it signed with ASUU on the 23rd day of December 2020.
Yes, and it's a very, very common thing, every now and then. I remember, I think it was in 2020, we had the longest one that had run, that it was probably, most of the pandemic year there was, they were on strike. And then it ended with, some understanding again, some agreement again that, I think about 30 billion or so was going to be given to the union, but I'm not sure if that eventually came, across, if that federal government, did come through with that agreement. Sadly, they have gone back on strike. I remember also, we spoke about this, when President gave that 2-week order, 2-week notice that it must be ended. But apparently those things are just words, you're not going to force anybody back to work if you've not, responded appropriately to what their demands have been. So,
I mean, it's very unfortunate. 169 days of these students and these lecturers being at home, and they've been strikes. I was reading an article that said that since 1999, they've had about 16 strikes, not less than 16 strikes between 1999 and now. And there's several reasons. Some of them we see maybe because of the sack of a lecturer. For the most part, it's the welfare of the union. We're seeing conversations about proliferation and governance issues in state universities. We're seeing conversations about them not enforcing agreements that have already been made before. And unfortunately, if this isn't sorted, they will still go on strike to talk about the fact that this has not yet been sorted. It's a very sad situation, and it hits really, really hard on our students because the idle mind, they say, is the devil's work.
It's hard on lecturers also, not being paid for 5 months. You can join the conversation on our top stories by heading to the polls on Twitter. We put up a Twitter poll this morning, and the poll is currently looking at the current ASUU strike in Nigeria. Is ASUU's strike justified, or should it be called off? All right, so look out for that on Twitter. And of course, just click, either justified or, not justified. And it's simply on our Twitter page at News Central TV. The poll ends at the end of the breakfast show this morning. So do vote and let us know. Of course, we definitely will bring in more on this conversation as time passes here on Breakfast Central.